Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Fifi's ready. Tell him, Fifi.
Okay.
Right on cue. Good
Perfect.
girl.
Perfect. Well trained. Hey, everybody. Welcome to T. Roy Cooks. We appreciate you joining us. Or wait, no, that's not right. I'm Jeremy Yoder, and this is Mad Scientist Barbecue, and I'm with
Hey, everybody. D-Roy here.
T. Roy Cooks, and he has been super nice. He's made us some delicious chicken and sausage gumbo, and I thought that while we're here eating and hanging out, that maybe we could ask him some questions, things that I've been wondering over the years that I've been watching his channel. And one thing I gotta know, T. Roy, is at the end of every video, you say, remember, T. Roy Cooks responsibly. Where did that come from?
How'd you like my gumbo?
I loved it.
Cool. All right, I'll answer you then.
Yeah.
My wife Karen made a Mexican spicy cornbread one time and shot a video, and I usually was signing off. I forget exactly how I said it, but it's like, thanks for joining us here at T. Roy Cooks. And she was standing next to me because she made the I keep wanting to say gumbo, made the cornbread, and she was standing right next to me. And when I said my normal outro, fixing to end the video and cheers, she was like, after I said T. Roy Cooks, she's like, responsibly! And it just kind of stuck. My fans loved it. I got a bunch of comments on it, and that's where it started out. And that's probably been 4 years or so ago, 3 years maybe.
Right, yeah, I think that a lot of times random things that you don't anticipate can be really cool and end up helping you out. So
it's all her fault, my wife.
well, I'm glad that she did it
Yeah.
because I think it's something neat that you got with your channel, and something that people can remember about you, and it makes your videos distinct. And I think one of the reasons why people like you is because of your personality and how it comes out, and that's one way it shows up.
Oh, appreciate that. I appreciate it very much.
And then also I was wondering, you have, I don't know how many videos, you got a bunch of subscribers, you got different styles of cooking, but how did you start off the channel? What prompted you to begin?
My son was moving out of the house for his first time and didn't know how to cook anything. So I said, I got this bright idea. I've got a little camera, a little camcorder. I'm just going to shoot some video footage, upload it to YouTube because it's free, and he can go watch that video that I upload and figure out how to make some homemade meals that he grew up eating. So that's how I started out, just making homemade family recipes.
Well, tell your son thank you that he was in desperate need, because you benefited a whole lot more people than just him.
Yeah, the hard part was trying to get Karen and her family to agree to some of those recipes I put up.
Oh.
Sharing family secrets. Yeah, my grandmother too. She wouldn't share some of those things too. So you gotta be careful when you're sharing
Very
family
careful.
recipes, man.
Very careful.
But yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
and just grew from there.
Yeah, and it's continuing to grow, and I think that's awesome because you provide great information, really help people out. I know you we got the dogs going
That's
out of
Fifi
control.
going crazy, yeah.
I know you from barbecue videos. So I got started watching barbecue videos. I found your channel, and video after video, hour after hour, be watching your stuff. And it got to the point to where my wife, could hear your voice and know exactly what I was watching, because, oh, it's T. Roy Cooks again. So I do basically exclusively barbecue. What style of cooking do you most enjoy doing videos for? Like barbecue or like the homemade recipes?
I enjoy doing the barbecue, but my favorite is probably doing other national dishes. Like, I grew up around Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so I love Cajun. You said you liked Cajun food. That's why I did gumbo. I'm so glad y'all like it, by the way.
It's delicious.
I enjoy cooking in the kitchen. I enjoy showing people different hints and tricks that I've learned, and how to take a recipe and tweak it to kind of make it your own. Barbecue's pretty straightforward. I mean, you can change the rub, you can change the sauce, you can change the wood that you're cooking with or whatever, but when it comes to cooking something in a pot on the stove or in the oven, you really need a recipe. I mean, if you don't have a really nice recipe, the dish is not going to be to the point where you've got all these different flavors intermingling together as much as you would want. I mean, you can make just, meat, potatoes, and gravy. Maybe some carrots, But man, you start adding some herbs, you start adding some onions, and some celery, and some pepper, some different nuances of flavors in there. You're making a meal, and all those different variations of flavors combine and make it just succulent.
Right.
I don't really get that same impression when I'm eating barbecue.
Fair enough, because there's not the same counterbalance that you can put into a meal with seasonings, right? With herbs and stuff.
Now,
like like you balance out the flavors and make it a complete whole.
Yes. Yeah, I will say I enjoy cooking barbecue because it's a lot of relaxation time.
Right.
Just hanging out, listening to some tunes, and sipping on a sud. But cheers.
Cheers.
Not so much when you're cooking in the kitchen or in your oven and stuff. I mean, when you're trying to whip out a meal, and you've got the main meal, and then all of a sudden you got sides too. I mean, do you want to do some bacon wrapped asparagus? You want to do some bacon wrapped scallops? You want to do some steak and lobster? I mean, there's so many different variations you can do. Where with barbecue, you've got beef, pork, chicken. It's different variations on those meats.
Right.
I mean, some people do mutton, lamb, that kind of thing.
Right. So more variation.
Yeah.
More options. More
Yeah.
things you can do.
But your real variation and different, showing your talents off comes when you're cooking, I'd say in a pot or in a skillet, a Dutch oven, on your stovetop or in your oven.
Sure, that makes sense. That makes sense. Chefs can showcase what they do, like in those ways, and I think that people have been exploring there, and you can really separate people who are novices from people who have some experience from people who are true experts. I think it's
for sure,
pretty easy to tell
Yeah,
with that.
and I'm no expert by any means. I just wing it half the time. I mean, y'all saw me today. I'm just sitting here, just let's do this,
Yeah, but that's what makes it fun.
Not pre-planned, I don't like to script anything. I just wing it.
Yeah, but the difference is
Makes it more fun and a lot better.
Yeah,
Tasty.
yeah. It is tasty, but I think the difference is you have enough knowledge that you know what things will work and what things won't work.
This is true.
So it's not like, oh, I'm going to add chocolate to this beef.
Right.
Right? It's, oh, we'll add some rosemary here. Or
That's actually pretty good, by the way.
chocolate to beef?
Yeah.
I was thinking chocolate syrup or something.
Yeah.
I thought that.
You got to try it, man.
I don't know if I believe you or if you're just messing with me right now. Yeah.
What's the mole sauce? It's
Oh.
got chocolate in it.
Never had it.
Okay.
Okay,
Right. It's
so-
a Mexican thing.
Maybe hot sauce on ice cream. Not a good idea. Okay. Maybe dirt on the beef.
Barbecue rub on ice cream is good.
Is good?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I got to try that out.
You got to experiment.
I got to. Yeah, I got to
Get out there and experiment, folks.
Yeah, I'm Mad Scientist Barbecue, and I'm the one who's not experimenting enough. This is ridiculous.
Now, there's a lot of different nationalities, around the world, different cultures fix things differently. I mean,
Right.
there's so many different variations, so many different ways to do things. Just experiment and have fun with it,
Right.
If it doesn't turn out right, fine, but at least you learned something.
Exactly.
Don't mix this with that, or it's not going to turn out good. But
Totally.
if it turns out good, then you got something.
Yeah, I think what separates the people who continue to get better is whether or not they keep learning from what they do.
Yeah, you have to go above and beyond. You have to teach yourself to not do the same thing everybody else is doing. Think outside the box.
Right.
That's where you really achieve stuff. That's
Right.
where you learn a lot.
And you set yourself apart from everybody else.
Mhm.
And I think that's what's interesting. I think part of what appeals to people about your channel is that you do interesting stuff, and that's why I watch your videos, and that's why I think a whole heck of a lot of other people do too.
It helps to have a good personality too.
Yes, I like
It
you
does.
very much. You're a good guy.
And good lighting and audio, and
Sure.
I wish I had a camera person talking about you.
Yeah, I am spoiled with the camera person, but I think the combination of all the effort you put into doing the videos shows up, and I think people appreciate it.
I have fun with it though. It's
Yeah.
not work to me. I just really thoroughly enjoy
Yeah.
cooking, trying different things out, and there's some videos I make that I don't actually upload because it turned out like crap for me. I didn't like it,
Right.
And I keep telling people, they ask me, is there any videos that you wish you didn't have up? I'm like, there's one video. Somebody on Facebook sent me a recipe to try out. It was chicken fritters, and I did them a favor doing that video on that, and I left the video up, but at the end of it, I'm like, this is bland as all get out. If I'd made these again, I would definitely kick them up with some different seasonings and flavorings and stuff.
Right.
But I left it up just because that's something that I told them that I would do. Make a video on it so they could see it and
Sure.
get my opinion on it.
Yeah, totally. I understand.
But
Last-
normally, though, if it doesn't work out, which is rare, I won't put the video up.
Right. Right. And I've tried to do some different things, trying new stuff with barbecue, and it's complete failure. And those don't go up.
Yeah.
I mean, so everybody out there, if you watch my videos, know that I've failed with a lot of stuff. So if I'm trying something new, it's probably not the first time I've done it, and I screw a lot of things up, and if you do too, you're like me. Don't think that because I do something in a video and it turns out great, that the first time I tried it, it was great. Because in all likelihood, there's a good chance that it was trash.
But you learned, you improved on it, and then you made another video, with the improved version, right?
Right. So
that's what you showed your fans.
Right. So I was doing it as kind of documenting what was going on as if I were doing the video, and then if it doesn't if it doesn't work out, I try to learn from what went wrong, and maybe look at the footage, see what was going on at different stages, and then try to improve that. And then when I get it figured out, then we shoot the real video.
It helps to have that footage so you can go back and see what you did.
Exactly.
I do that quite often myself. Not often, but I have. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, some recipes I may try just because it's something different, and it turned out really great. I'll put the video up, and then I want to recreate that dish again for my wife, and I'm going back and watching my own video so I can remember how I did it.
It's not bad to have a record of
I know.
all these recipes that you did.
Yeah, and we were talking about. Didn't mean to throw you off here, but we were talking about videos that maybe I'd shot and it didn't make the cut.
Mm-hmm.
There's a video in the queue right now, and it's beef tips. Okay, I wanted some authentic Southern beef tips. Karen got a new Instapot for us to try, so we're trying it in the Instapot. It's a pressure cooker, in case you didn't know. I decided to try to put the meat in marinade to give it a little bit extra flavor. Mm-hmm. So I marinated it for a couple, 2 or 3 hours. And then I put it in the Instapot along with everything else in the recipe and tried it out. And it had the marinade had like some soy sauce in it, so it gave it a little bit of Asian flair in the flavoring, which it was really good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was really good, very tender, came out wonderful. But I was looking for some real Southern beef tips, and Southern beef tips from Louisiana, Mississippi, and they just don't have that Asian flair to them. So I'm still debating whether or not I want to upload that video. Sure. I may just reshoot it without the marinade, because you don't really need to marinate the meat that's going in the Instapot. Mm-hmm. The meat's already going to fall apart from being pressurized in the pressure cooker.
Right.
You know, but I was just trying to introduce a little bit extra flavor within the meat itself.
Right.
Or try a different marinade.
Yeah, that tells me you just set high standards for your videos.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
If I don't like something, it doesn't go up.
Right.
But this was actually pretty good if you like jerky. Some people like to make jerky and use a soy sauce in the jerky flavoring when they marinate the jerky meat. Yeah. Personally, I'm not a huge soy sauce fan. A lot of people are though, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably put that video up for the beef tips because it is really good. Mm-hmm. It's just not what I was hoping in the end product would be.
Right. I understand. Now, as you're doing these videos, is there something maybe an idea you've had, or something you've thought about trying, or maybe you've had a dream of doing something like, I want to cook this, but this hasn't worked out, and I can't source the X, and I can't cook it in the Y, whatever the situation is. Is there something you've been trying to do for a long time that you want to do, you haven't been able to get done yet? That you can share with the public.
The only thing I would say is I get a lot of requests to do whole hog. There's no way I can do a whole hog because my wife Karen loves pigs, and she will kick me out of the house if I cook a whole hog. So I appreciate all the requests to do that, but that is something I will not do. I can get one, and I may do it at somebody else's house, but it's not going to happen here at my house.
Okay. Fair enough, and I understand that you care about your wife's sensibilities, and you're going to be living with her here. Yeah. So it's a smart idea to make sure that she's happy.
Right.
So one more question for you, T-Roy. What kinds of hobbies do you have that are outside of cooking? Because you're doing a lot of cooking videos, spending a lot of time out there by the fire, smoking meat, and you spend a lot of time here in the kitchen, at the stove, cooking stuff. What other hobbies do you have? What do you use to occupy your brain when you're not doing one of these cooking videos?
I'm really into like astronomy and space stuff, UFOs.
Oh, so a little conspiracy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I probably watch more of that on YouTube than I do cooking videos.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I try to keep up with my friends as best I can, but that stuff really intrigues me. In fact, my original channel name was Space Cowboy TX. You can still find me under that channel name. And that's my email address, spacecowboytx@gmail. So, I mean, that's where I started. That I like space stuff. I've had telescopes in the past. And I enjoy watching the satellites, meteor showers, solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, and again, UFOs and all the conspiracy stuff going around.
So do you think UFOs are real?
Yeah, I do.
You do. Okay. Do you think they're like advanced aerial threats, or just something unexplainable?
Depends on which alien you're talking about.
Oh man! All right. Next thing you know, we're going to be talking about the Anunnaki and the planet Nibiru and all kinds of crazy stuff. All kinds of crazy stuff. But I think we've learned some things about T. Roy Cooks and his channel. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please like it down below. Also, you absolutely must get over to T. Roy Cooks. That channel on YouTube is my favorite channel to watch.
Well, thanks, man.
It's completely genuine. I don't watch a lot of cooking videos either. Yours are some of the only ones that I watch.
Oh, thanks.
So if you guys don't watch his channel, you have to get out there, subscribe to his channel. He's got great content that's going to help you out. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Appreciate you having me on, man.
Yeah, of course.
Cheers.
And then
It's like listening to a horse. Hey.
hey.